Hello, hello. Tell me, why do we have governments? Why do we have laws? First, let's start with laws. Ten Commandments, whatever. We have laws because there's always a certain percentage of the people that have ill intentions or develop ill intentions for whatever reason. Their dad beat the shit out of them. They were abused. They're just assholes. Bad seeds. Whatever. It could be a myriad of reasons. So we have laws. Hey, you can't do this. And maybe those laws should say, hey, you should try to do this. But again, freedom would lean towards you can't do this, whereas a law that says you have to do this is that it's compelling performance, which is less freedom. That's why we have you can't do this. Does that make sense? So, because we have laws, you have to have people to enforce the laws. As long as the laws are just, the enforcers are just, then what is enforced is just. It's the law. Why do we have government? We have government because every civilized body of people realizes that when you get to a certain population, then you have a high number. If you're talking about out of 100 people, let's say there's 1 million people and 10,000 of them are child rapists. Okay, out of 1 million, that's bad, but if your town has 20,000 people and all of those child rapists are there, half of the people in the town are child rapists. My point is, you need government to make sure those people don't do bad things to children. Getting back to law. Why do we have lawyers? There weren't always lawyers. We have lawyers because, however lawyers were created, they were created because some people found loopholes in the law where they can prosecute someone that was innocent or get someone off who is guilty through a loophole. Why is it that some people get pulled over and get a warning, and some people get pulled over and get a citation? People that get a warning might be exceeding the speed limit more than the one that got a warning. But the law is constant and fair. Nothing is fair. The only way to make things fair for yourself is for you to educate yourself. And if you educate yourself enough, you can tip the balance in your favor. And I've said this many times, if you're an asshole and you're a piece of shit, I don't want you to know what I know. You're a piece of shit. I want good people to know what I know. I want good people to know that they don't have to be under the thumb of tyranny. It doesn't matter if the tyranny is unwitting. And you get pulled over, or you're walking down the street, walking down the sidewalk, and a police officer says, "Where are you going? You have any ID?" Who's this guy, Joseph Goebbels? Nazi? Show me your papers. This is what this country has come to. And it's come to it because people don't know how to stand up for themselves correctly. Instead, they say, "Fuck you, screw you, pig, you idiots." They have guns and clubs, and they've been told they can do things that they can't do. And you don't know they can't do them, or if you do know it, you don't know how they can't do it, so they can do it. Maybe read a book. But anyway, that's why we have lawyers. They find loopholes because the criminals found loopholes. But those loopholes can be superseded by the original law or the original intent of the law, if you know how to present it. He who does not express his rights has no rights. If you've been wronged, the matter must be expressed to be resolved. Who's going to express it for you? Your government? A thing, which is just a collection of employees that are just getting a paycheck and they go home and make chop suey? Wake up. Grow up. Your responsibility. Self-governance. That's why, I'll give you an example. When I got the ticket and I mailed it to the Violations Bureau, on the outside of the stamp, I put at least $1 worth of stamps, so I've paid the fee for the freight of the vessel. Then I autographed over the stamp to become the postmaster of the court. Postmaster, the general of the post. What is the general of the post of a country? Do you know? It's the seat of the government. I'm the seat of my government. My government is me and my soil and the Constitution, and my standing as it pertains to the federal government. One guy. You're one guy or one gal. That's how it works. Self-governance. If you're relying on somebody else, you take what you get and shut up. I mean that with love. Anyway, I ranted again. Take care. Love you guys.